This video was produced by the UCD Maths Support Centre in conjunction with the UCD Access Centre. And our third example reads, if cos 2a equals 1 over 49, find the two values of cos a without using a calculator. So, similar to our last couple questions, we're going to find this formula for cos 2a in our tables. So it's equal to 1 minus tan squared a all over 1 plus tan squared a. So similar to the last question, I'm going to replace tan a with a t. So I'm going to write tan a equals t. And just to keep in mind, when we write tan squared a, it's the same thing as writing tan a squared. So wherever I see tan a, I'm going to write t. So for example, this tan squared a here will become a t squared, which is here, and likewise on the bottom. And we're told in the question that cos 2a is equal to 1 over 49. So that's going to go in instead of our cos 2a. And then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply both sides by 49. And also going to multiply both sides by 1 plus t squared to get rid of the denominators and the fractions, just to make the equation a little nicer. So once we do that, we see that the 49s cancel on the left, the 1 plus t squared cancels on the right, leaving us on the left with just 1 plus t squared, and on the right we have 49 times 1 minus t squared, which is 49 minus 49t squared. Similar to our last question, we're going to get everything involving t on one side, and everything not involving t on the other side. When we do that, we have 50t squared equals 48. So I get that t squared is 48 divided by 50. So t is going to be taking the square root, it's going to be plus or minus square root 48 over 50, which is the same thing as 24 over 25, just simplifying our fraction. And taking the square root of the top, we just get square root 24, but taking the square root of the bottom, which is square root 25, we just get 5. So we have that tan a is plus or minus square root 24 over 5. So if we were to go back up to our question here, we were asked to work out the two values of cos a without using a calculator. So if we go back now, we have our value for tan a, which is here. Now we just need to work out what cos a is. So what we're going to need to do is to draw a right angle triangle, which I have up here. So we know that tan of any angle, call it theta, is equal to our opposite over our adjacent. So in this case, we have our O is square root 24, which is here, if our A is down here, and our adjacent is 5, so that goes here. Then we just need to work out what our hypotenuse is, because we know that cos of A is going to be our adjacent A, which is 5, over h. So we need to ask ourselves what this h is. In order to do that, we need to work out this value x up here, so we're going to use Pythagoras' theorem to write that x squared is equal to square root of 24 squared plus 5 squared. When you take the square of a square root, they just cancel, so we're left with 24. 5 squared is 25. So we have x squared is 49, meaning x is 7, or I should say x is plus or minus 7 when we take the square root. Meaning that we're going to get two different answers for cos A. So we'll get cos A, which we said before is our adjacent over our hypotenuse. So we're going to get plus or minus our adjacent we had was 5, and we just worked out our hypotenuse is 7. So we have the answer that cos A is 5 over 7 or minus 5 over 7.